Shalom, shalom. This is Brother Kashakwala coming back at you with another swift lesson. Giving all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Chakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of the great millstone who rule and teach well. Peace, love, salutation to the elect 144 first fruit. This lesson is going to be about how in the days to come we're going to be nomads. I'm saying days to come like it's a few years away. This is each day that goes by gets closer and closer as we can see everything transpiring, especially with this coronavirus. Could very well be something that could really tip the first domino, if you could say, and have the whole domino effect happen. Once one tips over, you can't stop the momentum. You just got to let everything else tip over. The coronavirus could very well be the thing that implements the chip, martial law, quarantines, curfews, things of this nature. Also, we see what's going on geopolitically. Earlier this year, I think, or late last year, Russia and China said they can see the collapse of the dollar this year. We saw the biggest drop in a week in the stock market since history of stock market happened. Almost 4,000 or 5,000 points in 1 week. It was at 29, almost 30,000, and it dropped as low as 24,000 in 1 week. The investors are scared, and we see things happening. We see things moving. We see prophecies coming to pass. We see Turkey and Syria going to war. We see 10,000 immigrants trying to go to the border of Greece. Greece closing its borders down. Also, we see. I just read an article today of in Italy, all soccer games will only have the soccer teams on the field with no fans. So things are really happening. So without further ado, I'm going to get into this word nomad. It means a wanderer, and I'm on Etymology Online Dictionary. It says a wanderer, one of a tribe of people who have no fixed abode, which abide or abode is kind of synonymous to a dwelling place or somewhere that you live, where you stay. It says roaming, okay? Roving, all right? Kind of like the vehicle name, Land Rover. It's meant to move. It's meant to go places. It says wandering, okay? These are things that are going to be these words are going to be very common, meaning common as coming to pass in these days. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 16 to 40. O my people, hear my word, make you ready to the battle. And in those evils, in those evils, be even as pilgrims upon the earth, correct? And in those evils, we're going to experience and be in these things. Not saying that these things are going to happen to us. I'm hoping it doesn't. That's why we work today to stay out of the line of fire. One of my favorite verses is in the book of Jude, where it tells you, for the 21st verse, to keep in the love of the Most High. When you read Deuteronomy 32, I want to say like verse 35, it says he repented himself of his servants. Meaning, he didn't, he judged the 2/3, but, kept that judgment from the servants, the one who was serving him. But we will see the evils, and it will feel like we're in the midst of them, but nothing shall come nigh unto thee, like it tells you in the book of Psalms, the 91st chapter. So in those evils, be even as pilgrims upon the earth, meaning move around, okay? Here's the word pilgrim in the etymology. A pilgrim, crusader, foreigner, or stranger, okay? It says, a foreigner from abroad, so and beyond. So pretty much a pilgrim is one who is not, I want to say familiar because we've been slaves here for a while now, but I want to say a pilgrim doesn't fit in all the time because it's a nomad and a pilgrim are one and the same. They move around, okay? They search new lands and things of that nature. And I'm not saying we're going to go searching for new lands, but we're definitely not going to hunker down in our homes. It's not the case. You got to be on the move. The scriptures tell you to be on the move. Yahushua told you to flee to the wilderness. When you read the Maccabees, they flee to the mountains when all hell broke loose and Esau came down on them. I'm going to get a script right now. Mark 13 and 18. It says, and pray ye that your flight be not in the winter. Yes, your flight, meaning your movements. You have to be on the move when these things come. It says, for in those days shall be affliction. So if you're going to settle on your leaves and hunker down and, I'm just going to lock my door and lock my door to my room, my bedroom, Esau's going to bust in your shit and you're going to be afflicted. But when the Spirit tells you to move, you move. All right? Like the Ludacris song, when I move, you move. When the Spirit decides to move, you move with the Spirit. Okay? You don't know when it's going to move. You don't know how it's going to move. But when it does, if you're in the Spirit and following the things of the Spirit, then guess what? You're going to move with the Spirit. This is John chapter 3, verse 8. It says, the wind bloweth where it listeth, and thou hearest the sound thereof, but canst not tell whence it cometh, and whither it goeth. So is everyone that is born of the Spirit. You don't know, but when you'll know. Okay, it's like an oxymoron. You don't know, but when you continually to stay in the Spirit, you will know when the Spirit shifts. Okay, you'll be able to tell when the Spirit shifts, and you move with the Spirit. Okay, so you have to be a nomad in this thing. Okay, it says, "O my people, hear my word, make you ready to the battle, and in those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth." All right. So it says Mark 13 and 18, and pray ye that your flight be not in the winter. I'm going to see what that word flight is. In the Greek, it's fuga, if I'm saying that correctly. You see what Esau says.
Strong's G 5437. Fugae. Fugae.
Fugae, and it means flight or escape. So pray that you escape or you're fleeing. Okay? And don't think fleeing and escaping and running away and retreating is, a sign of a lack of faith or you being an infidel. No, it's a sign of wisdom. Straight up. It's a sign. The Spirit's going to be like, go. Run. Get the hell out of there. Then do it. Don't be big, bad, this, that. I'm going to get spiritual power. I'm going to let them come and then end up getting smoked. Because the Lord doesn't want that to happen yet. You move with the Spirit. If the Lord wants you to run, then you get the hell out of Dodge. Think about it. What if Joseph, and I'm speaking about Joseph of Yahushua's biological father, what if Joseph didn't flee to Egypt and would think he was, the Most High God is, and I'm not saying that the Most High didn't, but the Spirit told him to move. So guess what he did? He moved. The Spirit told him not to go back to Bethlehem and go to Nazareth. You see? That's what the Spirit told him to do. So he did it. What if he didn't do that? And not listen, he put all his family in jeopardy. So it's the same thing in this time. Verse 19, for in those days shall be affliction, such as was not from the beginning of the creation, which the Most High created unto this time, neither shall be. Think about that. There's going to be things that are going to transpire that we've never, ever seen. They're going to be awkward. They're going to be weird. They're going to be scary at times. But you have to move with the Spirit when it tells you to move and be as a nomad, okay, a wanderer or someone who roams, and a pilgrim, a foreigner, when these afflictions come. The Spirit may be telling you to move because you're not going to partake in these afflictions, but you may have to see it. You may have to see it. But the Spirit told you to move to a certain place to where you just got away. Okay? The scriptures say this: the righteous should be scarcely saved by the skin of your teeth. The Spirit could have told you to move, and 30 seconds later, you hear a big ass explosion from where you were. But you moved with the Spirit and got away. You escaped. That's a form of deliverance. It says, "Oh, my people, hear my word, make you ready to the battle, and in those evils, be even as pilgrims upon the earth." So we have to get in the mindset and settle in your mind to be a nomad soon. These things are going to happen. We're going to be nomads. Travel light. We'll move with the Spirit, like in the book of Eli. That's it. He moved when the Spirit told him to move. And when spiritual power needed to be activated, they were activated. People shooting at him, and it was just deflecting right off of him. And then he kept it moving. All right? Through that script, Salaki, through that movie, he always kept saying, "I walk by faith, not by sight." Okay? So walk with faith, meaning you have to move with the Spirit. You see? So I didn't want this lesson to be too long. Lord willing, you are edified. I want to give all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem B'chakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. Peace, love, salutation to the elect 144 First Fruit. This is the brother Kasha Kwala. Until next time, I want to say Shalom.